Hello and welcome to Home Cooking Spain. Today I'm going to be cooking some hake fillets with rice. Another one-pan job. So let's do it. So I'm going to start off by finely chopping this garlic clove. I'm just using one today. But you can use more if you like it garlicky. The hake fillets that I'm using, they're frozen, though they have been left out for a while to unfreeze slightly, and they are skinless and boneless, and I will be cutting them up in pieces as well. Next I'm going to do some onion and just sort of finely chop it up as well. And we'll put it all on this plate for now. I cut myself yesterday, you wouldn't believe how, with this chopping board. I was washing it, and around here, somewhere around here, it is really sharp. I just sliced my finger slightly. Can't wait to get a new one. So that is done. Now I've got these hake fillets, and I'm just going to cut them into pieces. Would you believe it? These come from Argentina. I live in Spain, where the fish is excellent, and we buy stuff that comes from another country. Unbelievable, isn't it? The good stuff that we have here in Spain goes to other countries that pay more, and the crap comes here. Well, let's continue. So the next step is to turn this heat up. Come on. Wrong button. So we'll whack it up to number 9, and I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and wait for that to heat up. So I don't know what day this video will be published, but today is Sunday anyway. It's 12 noon, there's 31 degrees already, and I would like to say cheers and thank you to all my subscribers. Cheers. Well, once the oil seems hot, I'm going to turn it down to number 7, and I'll add the onion and garlic there. I will let that gently soften up. By the way, I've never made this recipe before, so if you're watching this, it means that it turned out really good. Okay, so once the onion is softish, I'm going to add the peas and mixed peppers. These are frozen, by the way. Well, they've unfrozen. There's not much, but it's what I have at the moment. Cleaning out my closet freezer. And we'll just give it a mix there and leave it there for a couple of minutes. Obviously you can add more peppers if you like, fresh peppers, but this is what I've got to work with, so that's what I have. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'm going to add a fish stock cube. Must get some more. We didn't have them last time, so I'm going to crumble it in. Doesn't matter, some pieces are big, they'll dissolve later. Also, I'm going to add some paprika, pimenton, about half a teaspoon, some yellow food colorant, of course, just a slight sprinkle. I'm going to add some salt, and I'll add a couple of tablespoons of fried tomato sauce. I'm also going to add a bit of water just so that it'll dissolve there. So we'll give it a mix and we'll wait until the stock cube dissolves. So as you can see, adding the yellow food colorant with the tomato sauce, it gives it an orangey colour. It looks quite nice actually, the greens, the reds, the oranges. So what I'll do now that the stock cubes have dissolved, I'm going to pour in my rice evenly. This is about it's 1 cup, 8 ounces roughly, slightly less maybe. And we'll give it a nice mix. And we'll just leave it there for about 5 minutes so the rice soaks up the juice. Okay then, so after a couple of minutes, as you can see, the rice has sucked up all that delicious juice. So what I'll do now is add the fish fillets. I'll just spread them evenly. Look, some plastic. Probably someone threw a carrier bag in the ocean. Some will say that this fish doesn't need to be cooked so long as with the rice. I do know that, and after all, I'm trying a new dish, so you got to try things out, haven't you? but I'm pretty sure this is going to come out really well. So that's there, and now I'm going to add the water. I haven't got my usual jug because, as you can see, my half a litre jug, I've got my wine in it. That's because I bought a 5 litre Garraf big bottle of wine instead of my usual bottles, so I have to put my wine somewhere before cooking to cool it down. So I've got this half a litre bottle of water, and I'm just going to pour it over. Half a litre. And let's cover it up, leaving a slight gap always so that it doesn't overflow, and we'll leave it there for about 20 minutes and I'll be back. And also, let's clean this up a little bit, though today this is not messy at all. Awesome. Okay, so it's been here for 10 minutes only, and I do like to give it a check every now and then, you know, and give it a little swirl, just to check that the rice isn't sticking, which really I should know by now that it doesn't stick on this pan. And as you can see, the sauce is starting to thicken up nicely. The smell is gorgeous, and I don't know what else to say really. I'll just cover it back up. I'll leave it there. I'll be back to check it again in another 10 minutes or so. Okay, so it's been another 10 minutes, 20 in total, and this is coming out well. So we'll have a taste. Well, more to check to see the rice is done. The sauce is beautiful. Well, still a bit hot, the rice. I think that another 10 minutes, I'll turn this down to number 5, which is halfway. And I'll cover it up fully. I'll leave it there for 10 minutes or 5. I'll tell you later. Okay, so 5 minutes have gone by. Let's turn the extractor fan off. This is done already. Let's turn it off, and I will move it out of the heat, because my wife should be home in about 10 or 15 minutes, and it's just perfect. Look at that. What do you think? Does that look good or what? Huh? So I'll just leave it there, covered, and I'll take a photo or two. Okay then, so today's recipe is accomplished. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. It is very much appreciated. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will be leaving, oops, something just fell there. I will be leaving the ingredients in the description and at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, goodbye.